right now, Northtown and Two Sports Live.
Right now.
Welcome fans and good afternoon to this year's annual Jamboree at the DAC at Staley High School. Northbound North in the end zone right now. Game's already got kicked off. I'm Gabe Todenaz and I'm here with Tyler Wells and he'll explain to you what we're going to see in this Jamboree. Yes, sir. And the main thing to take away from this game is this going to be a learning experience for a lot of the younger players, a lot of the underclassmen for the Northman team. So when you're watching this game, you're going to see a lot of players who could have a big impact on the Northman season in the next year or the next 2 years. So it's really exciting to be here. We've already gotten kicked off. Oak Park versus Northtown. First play of the game, Northtown quarterback dropped back. Touchdown pass in the west side of the end zone. So right now the Hornets are up 6-0. They have the ball at their 12-yard line. Looks like a mix of the first team and second team players Northman have out right now. It's a handoff in the gut. Stuffed by the Northman. That one didn't go anywhere.
So,
Fourth down right now. There's a flag on the field. It's caught by the Northtown wide receiver, but that play will not count. Looks like false start on the offense. So we'll replay that down. Still fourth down. With this game, you're really not going to see a lot of looks Northwood are going to use in the regular season because, of course, they don't want to show other teams what they're going to use. That's just a no-brainer when it comes to this, and it's going to be the same thing with Northtown and Staley and Tonka. This is just getting players healthy and making sure that everyone knows what we're doing. Looks like we got another flag on the field. Northman just have to be consistent when
They
it
can't
comes
hear
to that
either of us.
secondary.
We not have mics we can put on the cameras.
I don't know. Can you guys hear Tyler?
Bidding on that, but it's why.
So
Don't pre-
looks like we're gonna go ahead and switch here as the Northman offense comes out. Blake Bland, quarterback number 4. He is a senior. He's a 3-year varsity starter. Wow, look at these. These are these ratings. Jeez, man. Who else is out there? Got Logan Woolman out there. He's playing receiver right now. Let's see what the Northman can do on this drive. 2 receivers and
running back Phil Corbin in the backfield. Hand off up the middle. Looks like he gained a 2 on the play.
It's out here. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure which one it is. So you just gotta.
Man, Ty, plays like that scare me, man. Plays like that do scare me. When you got a player, especially like Phil Corbin, kind of slow to get up there.
Oh yeah, no.
Of course,
definitely.
everything's fine, but you hate to see an injury like that in the Jamboree.
Definitely, and he came off that that ankle injury and foot injury last season, and he kind of tried to fight his way back too quick and kind of.
He's a big player too. He's a key part of the Northman offense. 600 yards last year, and that was just halfway through the season as well. So handed off to him again. Looks like another gain of 2 on the play. Slow and steady for the Northmen, playing good football. It's 3rd and 4.
Phil's kind of he's. I'm looking at this. He's not really that tall.
Yeah, he's an undersized player. He's got a chip on his shoulder, but
definitely. But I mean, he's really rocking it. I mean, look at that. Look at that. There you go, right up the middle.
that is
And
a
he will
great
get a
run
great
right there.
gain on that.
That's Najib Hakeem with the run. Puts the Northman on the 10-yard line. Najib, another player, didn't play a lot last year.
Didn't play a lot
but the
last
game
year.
that he did play,
But he
game
is,
against Central, 3 touchdowns,
Yes,
over
sir.
100 rushing yards, and that
Sir.
was also with only, that's not that much playing time for him to step into a game like that in the playoffs, first round of playoffs, and play as big as he did.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really big deal. The Northmen have him back and healthy
I
this year.
remember watching that video on Twitter. Watching him run that ball up the field. He got a pretty good game on that.
A 2 wide set. Blake Bland looking back. It's a slant up the middle. He's going to
run
tuck it and run. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Northman. Blake Bland with a rushing touchdown. That's the North Mountain's first touchdown of this jamboree on their first drive. Looks really good right there. Running game was great. Phil Corbin, 2 nice runs, putting him in a good position on 3rd down. Najib Akib with the big run, and Blake Bland finishing it off.
You know what? You know what I like to see out there? 44, Colton Tisdamer.
Yes, sir.
He is a beast.
He's a
offense and defense.
Swiss Army knife on the field.
100%.
Looks like they're taking him out of the game right now, and that's something that you will see a lot in this game. They don't want to risk the health of their players like Colton Tisdamer.
Definitely not. I was a little excited to maybe see him get the ball, but I guess not.
Northwood coming out with a different look now. 3 wide receivers out. Colton Tisdamer in slot. Muffed handoff, but Blake Bland lands on it.
He's lucky he landed on it because that could have gone way worse.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Way worse. So we'll get back up here and try another play.
Okay, I beg your pardon. That wasn't Blake Bland. That's Ty Clemens out there right now.
Oh, coach's kid.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Let's see what. You know, I saw a lot of him in summer practice. He could definitely throw like. He's a really good bullet pass thrower.
He's got talent, and for him being a sophomore too.
See what he can do. Hands it off. Right at the middle, he breaks a couple
Just
tackles.
dragging the defender. That's a great run right there.
I'd say at least 8 yards on that.
That right there is Ardres Hughes, Jr.
Ardres. If you guys remember last year, Ardres in the Jamboree had 3 touchdowns, an interception, and I think a couple of tackles even. He was really going off last year during the Jamboree.
It's a big guy. He's put on muscle during the summer.
Oh, yeah.
He could be a huge player this season.
Here we go again. Ty Clemens. He'll hand it off once
Hand up the
again.
mud, kicks to the outside, cuts back up the middle. Looks like he
Kinda
slipped there,
slipped,
but I
yeah.
think he did get the first down. Yes,
But
sir.
one
That's a
official
first
is-
down for the Northmen.
Okay, no. Yeah? Yes? Okay. I think there was a little confusion on the field. I think one of the officials was pointing back. But I guess
Really take a moment. We want to thank McDonald's for being a proud sponsor of the N2 Sports program. Make sure to stop by any of the locations in the Northland after the game.
I actually had some chicken nuggets before the game. It's really good.
They are good.
Here go Ty Clemens. Here we go again. Oh, kind of high
Another
snap.
bad snap.
He'll drop
He's
back.
looking
he'll
towards the
pass.
end zone.
Oh, fingertips.
Looks like a flag on the play. I think
Oh.
that might be pass interference right there. Might be pass interference.
There's a receiver on that play.
Ty showing off the arm a little bit right there, looking towards the end zone. That's one play we've seen a lot of, is that deep pass towards the end zone, wasting no time trying to look for that guy and get those 6 points right away.
Michael Larson and
We're waiting for the confirm on the call.
Garrett Waddell just came running off
It
the
is
field.
pass interference on the Hornets.
It's kind of funny. Whole Northman team just started backing up like it was on them. But
A lot of great personalities on the Northman team this year.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
you got to look out for.
great personalities. All right,
They're
here
all
we go
nice. They're all
again.
genuine guys too. Like you never hear about them getting any fights or anything like that. They all like each other. It really is. When you talk about the Oak Park program, you think about a family.
Ty will drive back. He'll pass.
Ty
it
looking towards the
right
right side.
of the
Looks like a
field.
good ball.
Oh,
It's overthrown just a tad. It was not a bad throw though. He put it where those 2 cornerbacks couldn't reach it. So that's a positive to take away right there. That's a really good positive. New quarterback on the field, Logan Johnson coming out, sophomore.
Logan actually played a couple of JV games last year, his freshman year.
At
He did
quarterback.
pretty good.
Yeah.
He did pretty good. He had a couple of pass plays and
Well, there's a reason why these kids are out here. They're not
Oh, yeah.
out here, just to be out here. I mean, they're here because the coaches want to get a genuine look at them on the field.
And a lot of them are really dedicated. So, I mean,
So we got
I love
confusion.
to see it. We gotta
Hand up the
run
middle.
Up the middle, and he is colliding.
It's a good gain right there. It's a really nice
Looks
run.
like 2 Hornets came to meet him in the middle. Got a player running off the field. She's just over, yeah. So it looks like we're going to line back up here again. Once again, Northman offense.
It's 3rd and
Logan's
5.
going to get the ball. He's going to.
Another handoff, and it
Hand it
doesn't look
off.
like it's going to be enough. That was Adriano Garcia with the carry.
There we go. I like that. I like that from Logan. He waits until he realizes that all of his players are looking at him, and then he goes in and he's like, "All right, guys, come on, let's get this to go."
No, it's great for a quarterback to be able to fall back on that run game if he's not having too good of a year.
Oh, the pass is over his head.
It's like a high snap. There's a flag on the field.
And also, just a fun fact right now, 2 Oak Park students and a Staley student are currently running up and down the track with Oak Park flags.
I
and
like
a
to see
Staley
all the
flag,
Oak
but
Park
hey,
fans, Oak Park students in the crowd right now. That's something that, they've really worked hard on, or we really worked hard on at Oak Park, is get more fans and seats. And, I mean, you compare Oak Park's fan section to someone like Northtown. I mean, it's equivalent to Staley, and Staley's hosting this game, so that's a great thing to see, especially gets you excited for the upcoming season.
You know who I just saw run out there
Another
on that
high
field?
snap, but it's
he's
caught
gonna get,
by Logan
he's gonna get
Johnson.
away. He's
Looks like he's
kinda
able to
looked like
get
a-
something out of it.
that kind of looked like a high tackle. I'm not even. That was a pretty high tackle. I didn't call anything on it though, so
Snaps
nothing
have
was
been a little
there.
bit of a problem right now.
just nothing was there.
Something you got to solve, but with this coaching staff, I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Oh, 100%. I remember, talking to Coach Clemens a couple of times, and he's a confident coach.
Yes, he is.
He knows his boundaries, and he knows his team's boundaries, and he will push them, but he will only push them so far to where they can succeed.
He truly wants the Northmen, and we all truly want the Northmen to get back to where they were, a decade ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all going in the right direction. Last year, Northman had the most wins they had in a decade, which is a really, really, really positive sign.
And we made playoffs. First
sir.
time in.
And won that first playoff
was
game,
decades
too, and
ago.
won it really convincingly against Central.
There we go.
It's like a rollout. He's got a receiver downfield, and it's
open,
caught.
It's caught. and it's a
Touchdown, Northman.
There we go.
It's number 22, Elliot Levy, with the touchdown. It's a great player right there, rolling out to the left, finds a receiver downfield. It's a nice pass, nice accurate pass.
It was really off balance too.
Yes, sir. That's a good sign.
So,
And it's great for the wide receiver to make an adjustment on that. Not really a tight spiral.
not a tight spiral, and he was able to get his
Yes, sir.
hands there and just be able to make the catch.
And that will conclude our first game of the Jamboree. Final score, Northman 12, Northtown 12.
And if you guys can
We'd like
hear
to
it,
take a minute to thank our sponsor, Kansas City Credit Union. Speed is key at Kansas City Credit Union. Visit us at 7245 North Oak Traffic Way. Need cash fast? Head to North Kansas City Credit Union at 7245 North Oak Traffic Way.
so I don't know if you guys can hear it over the live stream or not, but these fans are going insane. Tonka is battling Staley right now. Oak Park seems like we're just kind of having fun, just chilling, and
I think what they're doing, Tyler, is they're going back and forth.
They're
You
just
got
going back and
the
forth,
Staley and the Oak Park fans on our side, all yelling at
They're
the
going back and
Northtown and
forth
Tonka
with
fans on the other side.
And, I know not a lot of people like to hear it, but right now, Staley and Oak Park together, we're whooping Winnetonka and Northtown. And that's an image I like to see.
Yes, sir.
So,
One thing I really like to see is that both fan leaders on the Staley side and the Oak Park side are getting along as well. now that we have you here, we want to thank our sponsors, Kiefer USA, going beyond the surface for North Kansas City schools, an industry leader in the supply and installation of sports-related products. Kiefer USA has one mission: bring the best quality athletic products to the world. At North Kansas City schools, we're excited to have Kiefer USA helping us go beyond the surface. For more information, visit KieferUSA.com. Thank you, Kiefer USA, and their partnership with North Kansas City School District.
Okay, I was just thinking about it. You know who we don't hear about a lot?
Who's that, Ty?
The linemen. The linemen. I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Defensive or offensive. You know, I remember Coach Danneman talking about it. You know, last year, defensive linemen didn't really, defense in general didn't get very many tackles.
yeah.
And, he was definitely over the summer. He was pushing and striving.
There are some big guys on that O-line, that's for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. I believe I know Michael Larson's on there. He's pretty tall. He's a junior.
Junior as well,
He
yes.
is a junior, and he is humongous. And it's like Buddha, Taylor. He's out there right now. We got Mustard. I don't know if you guys know who that is. That is Jacob Mustard. You guys can tell he's got the bright.
This program is student-driven with 100% of the proceeds driven back to the schools. If you would like to be a part of this new adventure with N2 Sports, please contact your new building athletic director.
We just missed a flag on the field. Looks like a offsides or probably a false
First
start.
play.
First play.
And
Yeah.
this is really, I mean, this is a learning opportunity for even the refs too, and the coaches
yeah.
to get to know the refs, because this is their first game. This is their first time officiating this season.
I think it was just kind of a mix-up between two whistles. Staley and Northtown are going over here on this side. Play ended, and our play started. And
Yes, sir.
so
After the
So
penalty,
what-
it's 1st and 5 for the Griffins.
Winnetonka coming out here. I got two backs.
It's an option play. He cuts up the middle, and he is tackled at
he's
the 5-yard
tackled.
line. That is a great play right
Great
there.
tackle. Great tackle. The speed. He caught up to him super quick.
Yes, sir. That's
I
great
like to see
tracking
that.
speed.
Like
Hate to see the breakdown on the defense right there, but it's a great job to recover and make the tackle. Now they really got to stand up right here. They're on the 5, so you'll probably see a run. See what look the Northmen come out with right here. Looks like they're stacking the line right now.
So we got a receiver off to the right and a receiver off to the left.
Yes, sir. Tonka has 2 wideouts.
There we go.
It's another handoff, and
He will score.
that is in for the touchdown.
He will score.
First offensive possession for the Griffins goes really well. That was 3 plays and a touchdown, Ty?
I believe so. It's like Nicholas Baker will come out, number 8. Nicholas Baker, he will come out.
3 runs there as well.
Get some plays in.
A lot of speed on the Griffin side of the football.
Logan Woolman right there was a little confused on where to go. He was running off the sideline, and then coach was like, no, get back out there, get back out there.
Once again, I
So-
mean, like we said, Logan's a junior upperclassman, but still, this is a learning opportunity for everybody.
Definitely. I mean, a lot of these guys, they've been playing since freshman year, and,
Yeah, this
A
isn't
lot
his
of
first jamboree, but once again, I mean,
yeah, hey.
every year is different. Like, talked to some players earlier at school, and I mean, they've said the playbook this year is a lot harder, a lot more complex. So, should see that on the offensive side of the football.
player in motion. Little pass.
It's like a screen. He's going to
30-yard
shove off.
line, he will be tackled out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like a late hit right there by Colton Tistammer out of bounds. Might be looking unsportsmanlike
they
conduct
will.
right here.
I think they will get him for that. I don't really know if it was more of a late hit. I think it was more just like a,
It's a lot of reaction for players. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they see a guy, especially Colton Tistammer, a good player like that. I mean, his first reaction is go and get him.
yeah. I mean,
That's what
last
he's trying to
year-
do. He doesn't look
last
very
year against
happy with
Fort
it, too.
Osage, last year, I remember against Fort Osage, this man made a tackle, and I remember he laid him out, and Colton got right back up and was just, he was ready to get right back into the play.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier Colton Tistammer, Swiss Army knife on defense and offense. Last year led the team in tackles and was also one of the top rushers on the Northman team as well.
Tonka quarterback talking to his players. A little confusion with the play, or
Different look right now for the Griffins.
our coach seems pretty upset. A little mad. He'll drop back, throw it
Slant
off.
through the middle, and
He will score.
touchdown Griffins. Oak Park was there, but the Tonka wide receiver almost drove over the Northtown D-back,
You know,
Northman D-back.
this is the learning experience right here. You know, we learn, you know, what teams run what plays, and you know where we can try to stop them, and you know what Tonka looks like they're really just running a lot of run plays, and you know once they get to that end
Yeah,
zone,
a lot of running plays, a lot of slants, a lot of screens.
Oh,
but
yeah.
once again, we like to make it clear that teams aren't going to throw out their whole offensive playbook in this jamboree. You're probably going to see, you know, different plays on Northman and the Griffins and Staley and Northtown. Never want to give anything away, especially before the season. And all these teams here, I mean, they believe that they will have big seasons next year. We talked to Coach Clemens on the Northman side. He believes it will be a competitive football team, and I'd have to say I
Hand it
do
off.
agree with him. It's a
gotta-
handoff by Tonka. It's
definitely
like a
agree.
gain of 2 on the play.
Definitely agree. See what players are out there right now. So we got. I cannot see numbers right now.
Looks like
all
the fan leaders
sections,
just had
all
a
the fan
race.
sections getting together right now, showing love and positivity to everybody.
Yeah,
Remember,
That's
it is a sport, and we are here to have fun and definitely, you know, be entertained. And I definitely think, you know,
once again, everyone's getting along. It's good to see.
everyone's getting along, and you know that's what we want. That's what we want
Yes, sir.
on the field and off the field, most definitely.
New quarterback in for the Griffins. It's a
High
bad snap.
Oh,
The ball's out, and
be-
it's recovered. Looks
Looks
like
like it was-
Northman have it.
Looks like Northman's ball.
It is Northman football.
Football. There we go. Looks like
This little bobble in the backfield there. It wasn't a forced fumble by the Northman, but
Colt Distan came up with that fumble.
was it?
Think so. He came. I mean,
Yeah.
what I could see, he came out last of the pile. So
He won't be getting an extensive amount of playing time, that's for sure.
no, definitely not. I mean, you know, they definitely have seen that. You know, Colton is definitely a key player. Desmond Lamb, another very, very key player. But you know, it's teamwork. So
Two wide set, another high snap.
hand it off.
Run out to the right.
Oh,
Looks like a good gain by the Griffins.
it's a couple
I think
players went
5
flying
yards
right
to gain
there.
on that run right there.
Couple players went flying right there.
But this time, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Insurance Express, for their support for North Kansas City schools and activities. Contact Rusty for a free quote today and let Insurance Express find the best insurance policy for you. 816-437-8111. Insurance Express, proud supporter of North Kansas City schools, activities, and into sports. Contact Rusty for a free quote today. Let Insurance Express help find a policy to protect what you value most. Insurance Express, 816-437-8111.
Here we go again. I think Wanatonka's still in the offense. I don't quite remember how many plays they do per team.
New quarterback out there for the
They'll get a pass, catch, and tackled immediately. Caught the
short
ball, came right
pass.
down
Looks like
with
a
it.
gain of 3 for the Griffins on that play right there.
I mean, he read that. He read that definitely. He watched the ball. You know, he watched the receiver catch the ball, and he was just there, ready to tackle him.
Once again, all of these teams will be competitive next season, we believe. And on the north side of the field, we've got Staley and Northtown 0-0 right now, and that's good to see. Is you can tell that both of those teams are competitive, and especially Staley, who has really dominated this district for the past couple years. Northtown really made a run last year, lost him in the playoffs, but you can tell Northtown is leaking revenge right here.
Here we go
Back to the
again.
south side.
Oh,
Another buff snap.
and
Looks
believe
like
that
that
is
one is
Northman's ball
recovered by the
again.
Griffins.
Looks like the quarterback and his think it was a receiver, got mixed up and kind of collided right back there, and
Yeah, I think that was a jet sweep right
just
there.
didn't connect.
It's a great play if it works, but once again, you get any miscommunication on that line, especially in the backfield. A fumble like that's extremely
could be-
possible.
It could be catastrophic to some of the plays. Things start falling apart in the backfield. Things start to fall apart.
Really
everywhere
got to
else.
secure the football.
So, one of the Tonka coaches furious with the
Yeah,
players right now.
You
He's
see players are not sitting up in the right position. Coaches hate that, but
definitely. Yeah.
handoff out to the
Hand it off
left.
again.
A
And
couple Northmen there.
he's
They're able to
taken
bring
down.
him down.
looks
He
like
won't get the first down, but that is a gain of 5.
over on the Northtown
Oh,
Staley
you hate
side.
to see that on the north side.
There's a little scrum going on, and I don't understand it. I don't.
Especially in a jamboree. I mean, there's no need for
It's
that.
jamboree, guys. I mean, we're all here to have fun. We're all here to just,
But I mean, all the
Right.
schools here. I mean, it's nice that the fan leaders are getting together and being
Definitely.
social. But I mean, the teams, that doesn't mean they like each other.
yeah, out there on that field, it can be a, cutthroat game. It doesn't matter if you're siblings. It doesn't matter if you guys are best friends. Out there on that field, players will
Every man for himself.
every man for themselves. Exactly.
When
It's
it
a
comes to
war-
the
it's
other
a war.
teams, of course, it's a family on
Oh
your
yeah.
side.
Oh yeah. On the sidelines, and out in public, of course. It's definitely a family. We all connect over.
It's like Northman have
sports and
4
everything,
middle
so.
linebackers out in the field right now.
Oh,
And
pass over his head,
muff snap.
and there would be 3 Northmen to greet him right there.
It's
This,
covered by the
if this
Griffins,
wasn't the
but-
jamboree, and
Oh yes, coaches
play
would
would've
be
kept going.
absolutely furious right now.
yeah,
Definitely not happy with what they've seen right now, but regular season game, you cannot have mistakes like that.
okay. I mean, while this is, a, like we said last time, learning experience. While it is still a learning experience, you still gotta, be able to compete.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, you got to be able to compete to that level and show that you can, make it to the next level. So
And all these players, I mean, they've all got one goal, and that's to be successful. I mean, it doesn't matter if they want to make it to college, make it to the NFL. I'm sure if given the opportunity, they all would do it. It's like Northman in the backfield.
It'll be
They're
sacked.
going to bring him down.
Gonna move
Great
down.
penetration right there, number 63 for the Northmen.
Looked like there was 3 Northmen on that play.
It's number 63, Ian Rissner right there. He was back there as soon as the snap. Some miscommunication on that Tonka line probably.
Tonka, looking like they're trying to get something. Another flag over on the Staley.
I'd like to take a
and
moment right
Northtown
now
side.
to highlight some of the
Gosh.
Northman coaches as well. You got Coach Clemens, who's going to be inducted into the William Jibal Hall of Fame at the end of this season,
Yeah.
which that's a huge thing. Coach Daneman, winning as coach in Liberty North history. He's really bringing those 2 guys in a couple years ago. You can tell, the change in the culture where
Definitely.
people, I mean, they're proud to be playing for this Northern football team.
Tonka just gets stuffed at the line by Northmen. I mean, he had 4 Northmen meet him right there at that line.
D-line coming up
So-
big so far.
All right, here we go.
Offense is on the
Offense is
field.
coming out. We had Desmond Lamb's out there. He's excited. Garrett Waddell.
I think a lot of your starters are going to be
Colton
on the field right now.
Tistammer. Believe that is Logan Willman. He's out there. Blake out there. DJ Cannon. He actually made the switch from quarterback
Did
to
he?
go to receiver. And, he's out there right now. He's getting ready to play receiver for the
A lot of
First
versatility on the Northman team.
Let's see. Nice block.
Hand off the middle on the
Oh.
G, Bakib,
Ooh.
and the ball's out, but it's jumped on by a Northman. That will be a first down.
Looks like that was Garrett Waddell, I believe, that came up with that.
Yep. That's Jackson White, actually.
Jackson
Big guy
White?
getting back there.
Hey, Jackson's super tall.
Yes, Jackson's a big guy. Big guy.
Jackson is
I
giant.
mean, you're going to expect that on this Northman O-line.
Standing
And
next to him, I mean, he's
The-
literally.
The O-line really doesn't get enough credit either. This Northland run game has been extremely good.
We got another
And
run
the
up the
Northman
middle.
line is a main,
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Northman.
main contributor in that.
Northman O-line is, last year, we struggled off and on with it, but towards the end of the season, you know, it showed that we definitely, we didn't just give up. We went to practice. We continued to practice on what we needed to do, and came out and
That's how it goes.
made plays. So we go again.
I've noticed too, the Northman coaches are really treating this like a game. They're staying off the field.
Oh yeah.
Versus if you look at the Northtown or Winnetonka or Staley, they've got a lot of coaches on the field. So don't know why they're doing that, but
Yeah, and I think last year we kind of struggled with penalties every now and then, with coaches being on the field. And yeah, Gabe just pointed over at the Staley Northtown, and it was
yeah,
pretty good catch.
I really want my focus to be on the Oak Park side, but that
Hey.
was an amazing catch right there by
These-
that Northtown wide receiver.
Any athlete that is out there right now has a talent, and they are here to show it off to the whole district. And it just happened to be one of the plays. But back up to Northman side, Blake Bland will drop back for a pass. Got one to the left, throws, and it'll be short. But there's a flag on the field. Looks like it'll most likely be pass interference. Let's see what the call is.
Yes, it is pass interference on Tonka.
on Tonka. I definitely like to see when teams, battle against each other. They go rough, but I also like to see the respect shown.
Yeah.
Helping the player up, and pat him on the back. Hey, see you next play. And just keep the game moving. So
Yeah, you never want to see any scuffles on the field, but it's one
No,
good thing about the
definitely
Northmen. They've been respectful so far. Of course,
Pretty
I mean, you fire a player up, and they're emotional out there. They
Oh,
want to
yeah.
win. This is a jamboree, but
hey,
they want to do well.
Sports in general, not just football, not just anything else. Any sport is to some players it's their life.
It's
And
competitive. I mean, it doesn't
it's
matter if
very
you're playing
competitive.
C team as a freshman or if
It
you're playing
doesn't.
varsity as a 4-year,
Yeah, no.
starter.
It literally is. It is just it's a hard sport.
Yes, it is.
People definitely will go out there and do their best, and if they're not doing their best, they get frustrated, and sometimes that reflects.
It's a flag on that last play. False start on the Northmen. First and 15. Phil Corbin in the backfield.
Kind of noticed O-line, if you noticed, they got a new stance this year.
Yes, sir. Blake
There goes
playing around to the
Blake.
right. It's
There we
caught.
go. Caught and
To be
he will
forced out of
run right
bounds.
Nice catch by
Sophomore number 41, Lucas Ocker with the reception right there.
Lucas over the summer he made a lot of highlight plays. Definitely.
He's a big kid. He's strong,
Definitely
very
is.
strong, long arms.
And he's being only a sophomore, I could definitely say he's a key player.
Yes, he's definitely someone to look for, especially. And I believe he actually will be getting some first-string snaps for the varsity team this year. I don't want to speak for the coaches, but it's definitely something that you could look out for.
Some confusion right there on the Northern sideline. Desmond Lamb ran out, and then another player ran out after him, and coach called him back and then sent him back, and just kept going back and forth.
Yes, sir.
But we got it all situated, so let's get the play going.
2nd and 5 now for the Northmen.
Running up the middle.
Handoff, Ardre Hughes.
I mean, look at that. Look at that.
He will not
at
be tackled.
least- there are
that's
at
for sure. He will not
least-
go down easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Tonka players that are down there, and he still was just running.
He's getting support by the Northman
didn't go
online
to-
too. I mean, even some of the wideouts too. As soon as that run gets stuffed, they're all back there trying to push him forward to gain that extra yard.
Yeah, no.
It's like 3rd and 2 now for the Northmen. Excuse me,
Yeah.
3rd and a yard.
Got another.
Ardre's back in the backfield. Another handoff to him up the
Again,
gut.
right up the middle, and look at that. Just power, and he will score a touchdown.
That's
for the
great to
Northmen.
watch right there. junior too, so they'll have RJs for another year. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
he kept he kept those legs churning, even though met that Tonka
Yeah.
player.
Hey, Keandre is a fast player. You know, I remember his freshman year, people always called him Little Tyreek Hill. So, but no, he's definitely a very speedy player. He's very, very athletic. So I mean, I like to see what he does with the football. He can definitely run it.
Quarterback number 11, Ty Clemens, out now.
Go. Ty Clemens back in the backfield again. Keandre take the ball, and he will be brought
It's a
down
run
right at
that's
the line of
stuffed by
scrimmage.
Tonka right there. No gain on the play.
Logan looked like he was kind of shaking something off.
Yeah.
I like these jerseys, these new jerseys.
Yeah, the Northmen are out there with new uniforms this year.
Yeah, definitely. I like the blue on blue.
Yeah, matte helmets,
Matte helmets, man.
all navy, white face masks.
Yeah.
Some
Look-
players have really been excited about. I think they got their first looks at the uniforms yesterday too, is when they received their jerseys.
Yep. You can see down there, most of the coaches are wearing just about the same, but
Yeah, but
Coach Ray's sitting down there just,
yeah, Coach Race, great personality that guy has.
he's
And also, what shows you with the Northman coaches wearing the same thing is, it's really the kids first, especially, I'm sure the coaches would love to get new gear, which I perceive they do have new gear, but players first. It's all about these kids getting, being happy and getting the proper equipment out there.
definitely. And, this coaching staff has done I will be completely honest, this coaching staff has done a very good job of keeping, most of and basically all of,
Yep. Like I mentioned,
players
earlier,
So,
the wins are going up. That's the main thing right now. Is like they're establishing a culture. Just what you want to see. And I think that was one of their main goals coming in, was establishing a culture.
if you look down here on the Northland sideline, number 82, Xavier. Is that his name? Xavier
High
Williams.
snap looking downfield.
Oh,
And it is
he's
dropped.
going to drop it.
Almost had that catch
It
right
looked
there.
like
That would
a
have been an
catch. It looked
amazing
like
play.
It looked like it just bounced off his chest and he kind of just lost control of it. Sad case, but just shows that, he's definitely aware of where the ball is.
It's a good, it's a decent throw by Ty, too.
Oh, yeah.
Could have let him a little bit more, but once again, being part of a quarterback is putting it where the defenders can't. That's the main thing about being a quarterback, and he did that in that play right there.
Yep.
You've got a new quarterback on the field now.
It's like Logan
There's
again.
Logan Simmons out there.
Yep.
Logan
Receiver.
Simmons, you got
Receiver
Logan
on the
Leonard
top and receiver on the
lined up
bottom.
closest. Hand up
Run
at the
right up
gut.
the middle.
It's a decent run right there, gain
Hey.
of 4.
You can't be upset with that gain.
No, you can't. He
Very good
exploded
gain.
through that line, too.
Yeah.
He tucked as soon as he got through that line is what you do. You want to take care of the ball, number one, but the acceleration to get through the line and,
Yeah.
keep the legs turning, get up a couple extra yards, that's the way to go.
Yeah, last year, this is more showing improvement. Last year, Northman struggled a lot with fumbles and, drop passes, but, a lot of these plays, accurate throws and, great catches, just not being able to, actually come down with it. And, that right there, you got probably at least 10 yards. I got distracted there just a little bit.
Northman coming out with their color shout. First and 10 for the Northmen, gained the first down on that last run.
Believe.
Can you see who that is in the backfield there, Ty?
I'm not sure, but he got the ball and he made one nice little spin move and then kind of got met right there at the line of scrimmage.
That's Adriano Garcia. Excuse me.
Okay.
He's showing some good, flashes too as well.
Here we go. number 82, Xavier Williams. He is a freshman, and he is on the varsity lineup. He's the only freshman on the varsity lineup, and I feel like that kind of puts a lot of weight on his shoulders. But at the same time, he's a little bit of fame from that.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but I mean, expectations really aren't going to be that high for a freshman.
And
I believe that's him with
he
the
will make
reception
that
right there
catch.
too. There you go.
There's actually a flag on the field too.
Didn't quite see this one.
I didn't either. Kind of looked like, a couple players. I believe he just called it on.
Waiting for the signal. Haven't got anything yet.
I actually don't understand what that call was. The flag was thrown and nothing was really said.
We didn't get a signal on that last penalty. Game on the north side. Staley and Northtown just concluded.
Yeah. Possibly Oak Park's one of Oak Park's last drives. And here we go. Back snap.
Snap looking to the left side of the field, and it's a
Ooh,
high
overthrow.
throw. Looking for that freshman you were talking about.
Intended for Xavier
Back-to-back, back-to-back targets right there.
Yeah, and going back to this, freshman Xavier Williams, 5'9". He's actually pretty tall for a freshman, playing wide receiver and defensive back. So I think it'll be interesting. But
Our game between the Northmen and the Griffins have concluded, so we have a moment here to thank our sponsor, Charlie Gomez Real Estate. With a history in KC for 15 years, Charlie Gomez has a true passion for setting others and putting clients first. He will go above and beyond with customized step-by-step experiences to help put you and your family in a home today. Contact Charlie Gomez Real Estate at charliegomez@kw.com or 816-977-1318. Buying or selling houses should not feel like a marathon. Let Charlie Gomez Real Estate go the extra mile for you and your family. Contact Charlie Gomez at charliegomez.kw.com or 816-977-1318. Thank you. This is the matchup now that I've been really looking forward to. We got Staley versus Oak Park.
Oak Park fans, have a taste for chicken? Head to Zaxby's for food that makes you made to crave. Try our 5 delicious fan favorite meals, complete with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink for just $5.99 each. It's a flavor you'll keep coming back for. Come to Zaxby's and try chicken fingers, wings, sandwiches, salads with a Z, and more. Visit Zaxby's.com for a full menu to order online. Zaxby's actually really good. I'll admit that.
Hungry.
Hey, I like to eat. I think we know that by now.
Northmen are starting off on offense the first time this jamboree. Looks like the starter is back out there.
We're still on the south side of the field here. Well, Blake Blount will hand
Handoff, that's
to
Najib again. Another solid gain. Najib has looked really good so far this jamboree, Todd. A lot
He's been
of
pretty good.
the big runs have come from him.
Definitely. He had a couple big plays up there.
I'm
Around,
excited. I'm
uh,
excited to watch him. I mean,
Against Northtown, he had a couple big plays over there.
I didn't get to see him much last year, which I mean,
Which
Obviously-
definitely sucks. But I mean,
it's unfortunate, but
but Najib is very well known for being a very responsible player, and
so you got Phil Corbin now breaking out
he's,
to the
he's
left,
breaking tackles. He's out there
using the
he's
blocks.
still up, and he will be brought down.
So that's
just
a big run by Phil
inside the
Corbin, putting the
9, I
Northmen
believe.
at the 12-yard line.
12-yard line. Gosh, I can't see, man. I've made horrible.
Yeah, we've got a pole on our way right now. But
I mean, literally, guys. Hey, as long as I can see the football,
that's all
I'm
that
all right
matters.
with it. I like to see
Knowing where the
play.
football is. Whiteout's got Logan Willman and Lucas Ocker out there on the right side.
Again,
Might be looking their way. It's a run up the middle.
it's like
It's like
got stuck behind his own
he
players.
tried to use his offensive lineman right there, had a hand on the
Yeah.
back, but not really
He-
going
when
anywhere.
He pushed him. He didn't really push him forward. He kind of just held him
Yeah.
there.
It's like Phil knows how to use blocks, and that's one reason why he had that big year last year that he did.
Oh yeah.
Some numbers here. And take into account, this is just one half of the season. Phil Corbin, 138 carries, 617 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a carry, and then 81 yards per game. That's big.
I mean, gosh,
At
81
one
yard-
point,
81 yards per game.
he was the top rusher in the state at one point.
Yeah.
That injury against Grandview,
Yeah.
though, midway through the season, I mean, it hurt. But
Freezing cold night too, so it didn't really help.
it's
You know.
chilly.
Nice breeze going on right here. Looks like everyone's kind of enjoying themselves now. Both, all four teams, all four schools. Seems like a lot of the coaches are still very, very frustrated with a lot of their players.
Yeah, they know it's a jamboree though.
Yeah,
They
but-
know.
Hey, at the end of the
It's-
day, they're gonna remember.
Yes, sir.
It's jamboree. It's learning experience. District. It's basically a district opener.
Hop into practice next
Yeah.
week and solve these problems.
And he will be taking down the line of
It's just a
scrimmage.
draw by Blake Bland right there.
Gosh. That Staley linebacker came just flying outside that, on the left side, and no one was there.
Blake is a very mobile quarterback. You'll see him drop back and make some throws downfield once in a while, but you'll really see him some option plays or some rollouts to the left, or
Oh,
if he
yeah.
does see a wide out,
Blake,
he'll throw it their way. But I mean, he's a fast guy.
he's a very fast guy. And, Blake likes to be a little flashy sometimes. Everyone does.
Yeah, everyone likes to be a little
But
flashy sometimes.
I think one of the best moments that I think I've seen Blake being a flashy but still very, very good player was when he spin moves. I mean, all the time. It's like his go-to move. If he doesn't spin move, he's not trying anything else.
He's a confident player. That's
Hey,
a
no,
that's
he
a really
definitely
good
is.
thing right there. If you have confidence, then you can do big things.
Oh yeah.
New quarterback. It's Ty Clemens out there again. Sophomore.
It's Tyler Clemens.
Another handoff,
quarterback,
and that is stuffed by the Staley
Right there.
middle linebacker. That was a really nice play right there.
right there. No. Good play by our,
That was Ardres Hughes with the run there. And I mean, we mentioned it before. No one's really been able to stop him running up
Yeah.
the gut, but he
Hey.
was stuffed on that one.
Ardres is actually pretty tall.
No, he's
No.
a tall kid, yeah.
Pretty decent height, so. Go ahead and got a little shout out right here. Squid Prints. Feeling creative? Let Squid Prints get your ink on. For quality designs and screen printing, dive into our location at 7807 North Oak Traffic Way. Once again, that is Squid Prints. So, 7807 North Oak Traffic Way.
That last run by the Northman stuffed. That was a 4th down play, so I believe it will be 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to, Staley coaches out there trying to tell the refs to move him back, which they have. But yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. I mean, these coaches for the other teams have really been out on the field you know, I wouldn't say getting in, you know, in with the action, but I mean, you can tell everyone's taking this seriously.
Oh yeah, and you know, there's some aspects of the games that you do need to take very serious, and others that sometimes you just gotta go. You gotta let go.
It's just fundamentals that coaches really want to see. They want to see line up the right position, you know, hitting your assignments, your blocking assignments.
Exactly. They want to see. Oh, great run right here. You go outside and break a tackle, push out of bounds.
Keandre Braxton right
Good
there with
run.
carry.
Hey, like I said, he is fast.
Yes, sir.
He outran at least 2 or 3 of the linebackers and a safety, and still was able to keep himself in bounds for 2 or 3 yards barely.
The Falcons, I
But
mean, these are recent state champions that we're
Yeah.
playing right here.
recent, I believe, was 2016, 2017.
I'm not sure off the top of my head
2017.
right now, but
I think it was 2017. The last time anybody from our school district won a championship. Stelly Falcons. Snap, pass, incomplete. Completely just bulldozed right past the receiver's head. I don't know really where that pass was going. Kind of just looked like he kind of just really threw it. Didn't really know where he was going to throw it. Just wanted to get the ball out quick.
yeah, I mean, you
Yep.
got sometimes. I mean,
I was going to say quick
it's-
reactions can be a good thing, but you got to make sure that you can make that throw and that you
Yeah.
have enough time to be able to do it.
it's a risky play too. When you're getting
Oh, yeah.
rushed like that, I mean, you don't want to throw it, so it would be intercepted. But you want to make sure that you get another chance, and sometimes you do just gotta
Yeah.
swallow your pride and take a sack right there.
Yep.
Which he's young, he'll learn. But
And another thing, talking about sacks, quarterback keep the ball.
looks like some
Looked like-
miscommunication. He's
Either some miscommunication
reached back to hand off the ball, and no one was there, so he just took it himself and gained 5 yards on the play.
I don't know if that was miscommunication or just them trying to be tricky.
It looked like he was there.
Coach Clemens does have a lot of plays.
He was
so-
there ready for him.
I was gonna say, I mean, it definitely looked like it was just a little accident, misread
Yeah, that's
or
something.
misheard a play, which can happen.
That's something that they'll figure out definitely though. Something you really want to
mean-
clean up before the season starts.
You got that helmet on and people screaming, and you hearing pads and stuff
It's
clanking.
a nice run right there
Yeah.
to the 5,
Oh,
pulling a player
broken
over for the
tackle.
touchdown.
He will score. Touchdown, Northman. Great,
That was a
great
great run.
head up. Just
That was the option that you
Gosh.
saw right there.
that was
Tricked
a
the
great,
defense. Half the defense went for the quarterback running the other way, and
That was a great hit. That was a great hit. Great contact, because both players, even the one that got laid out, still kept his head up, which kept his his face up, which meant when he landed, he wasn't gonna throw his head all the way back and just hit the ground.
yeah, yes sir.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to give up. Even if they're going down, they're still
Oh,
going to
yeah.
try to hold on to you.
I mean, I've seen players hold on to the bottoms of jerseys and just drag.
It's a great sign. Really,
Oh yeah.
Staley looked, kind of confused on that Northern running game.
And
It's like
again,
some more miscommunication right there.
again, another miscommunication.
Yeah, you have to
but he
get
will
something out of
run
it, though,
and he will, I believe, get that first down just
That might have
inside. It looks like he's a
Might be 1 yard short.
yard short.
Once again, coaches hate to see it, but it's great to see
Hey,
the improvisation of
It
the
was a
quarterback.
Great game, though. Misread happened, and luckily the quarterback was able to, be there and make the play.
It's part of it.
I mean, you just gotta. The play's not there. You gotta turn to the other side, try to make the play somewhere else, and like you said earlier, sometimes you gotta swallow it and just take the sack, take a hit. You're not gonna like it, but
It's what's best for your team sometimes. You don't want to make a bad decision.
back. And that pass
Just throwing it up.
is
It's not a very good pass right there.
a couple yards short.
Yeah,
Kind of looked like it kind of just went up in the air, and currently kneeling on the ground, kind of holding his ankle. Quarterback.
it's number
believe that
82,
is-
Xavier Williams, the intended receiver on the play.
What was Logan's last name again?
It's a lot of Logans out there. Logan Johnson.
Logan Johnson, quarterback. He, after that play, kind of took a little stumble and kind of looked like he messed up his ankle just a little bit. Kind kind of kneeled down.
Yeah,
and
we don't want to
rubbed on
create
it, so
misfortune out there
great,
though.
great call by coach to take
He
him
was-
out of there and get somebody else in.
It's like the Staley offense
And
section on
actually,
the field
I
right
was
now.
gonna say, I actually just noticed we just switched. Oh, looks like
Running back shift to the right side. The quarterback rolling out to the
He's
right.
got a player behind him, and a player in front of him. He'll throw it, and it will be incomplete.
Gain a 10 on the play.
You know,
That's a lot of looks that you'll see the Northman run. They had some motion in the backfield. Really, when you see motion in the backfield, that's trying to see if we're playing man or zone. Because on a play where they're running man like that, it's good to have that rollout. Try to get your wide receiver, you have a fast one out there to outrun that cornerback. When it's zone, usually there'll be there's a player right there waiting for that play to happen. But
yeah, and great pressure by the defense right there. Number 5 for Staley's got the ball, and he ran it and took it about first yard. Gain first down, first yard.
yeah, Staley offense moving good right now. Got a senior quarterback on the field. That always helps.
And as you can see, Staley's got an extensive amount of players. They have
Oh yeah, they without a doubt have the most players
bunch.
on their sideline.
fan sections getting back into it, having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it's a Staley fan section right there. Obviously, Staley has a huge fan base when it comes to football.
Oh, yeah. But at the end of the day, it is a sport. These are student athletes. And once again, they are, well, teenagers, young adults. And
Oh, pressure on the
hit
quarterback.
on the play. An
Wow.
incomplete pass. Staley quarterback got
I don't know.
leveled on that play.
I don't know about that one, Ty. I thought that was a good play by the Northman cornerback or Northman safety, but
Gosh, I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure on that call. But once again, I mean it's Jamboree for all of us, learning opportunities for all of us. but
learning experience for all of us. So,
I thought that was a good
do
play.
I agree with the flag? No, but sometimes you just gotta let it go and
Exactly.
just gotta keep your mouth shut sometimes, because sometimes it'll
Yeah,
sometimes it can cost you.
you're not getting every call. You're not going to get every call.
No, definitely not. No. Even though there are a very large number of lost for words right now referees. There's at least 4 to 6 referees on the field this time.
Yeah.
At a time. In a regular game, regular season game. So, but not every play is going to be seen, and you just kind of got to accept that sometimes, and just gotta roll with it.
Games like this should really remind you a lot of preseason in the NFL. Obviously, in the NFL, Chiefs aren't going to put Patrick Mahomes out there for every single play.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to risk players getting hurt. You're going to see, more starters play, obviously in high school games rather than NFL, because these guys aren't getting paid to play.
Yeah.
But
A
yeah,
lot of these players are, they're playing because, this is all they've known.
Yeah.
A lot of players are playing just because this has been their life. So the quarterback will get hit again after throwing the ball. I don't believe there's a flag on that
that
play.
Staley quarterback is taking a couple pretty big
He's
hits in this drive alone.
He's taking it. Staley coach looks furious at him.
That's something that, you don't want to see a player get chewed out, but it's good to see the Northmen causing some frustration on that Staley side.
Yeah,
Staley, a
definitely.
good football team. but
That's that war part of the game.
Yeah.
You want to frustrate the other, side, the enemy. You want to frustrate them so much, in the battle, that they eventually just get, so ahead of themselves that they eventually just break down.
Yeah, that they start making
And like
mistakes.
that right there, Staley quarterback, kind of a high snap, and
The D-line's done,
it
the
took like
D-line's
a
done really well.
5-step drop and almost ran into the coaches.
The D-line's
and
done
then-
really well. That's what
Threw
we
the
were
ball
saying. I
and-
mean, these Staley coaches are literally right on top of
Yeah, these
their offense.
our coaches, Oak Park coaches are
They're
off
treating
to
it
the
li-
sideline.
They're treating it a lot like a game.
it's like a real game, And like I said last year, we got hit with a couple penalties every now and then because of players or coaches being on the side, on the field. not being on the sideline.
Yeah, we got to get a get back coach.
Yeah,
Get everybody on the
get
sideline.
back coach. I definitely think we need to get back coach for.
Oh, good move there by the Staley running back.
And
He's
Staley
in
running back
for the
will score.
touchdown.
that was a good battle between both teams. You know,
Yeah,
Oak Park made.
They caused some
Made
frustration. I
enough
mean, you give a team enough opportunities, they're going to score, especially when they're in their own half of the field. But
Yeah, and
they
you gotta remember-
frustrated the Staley team.
yeah, you got to remember, Oak Park. You know, last decade or so, you know, has been a, you know, no offense, but losing team. And, you know, what Coach White had said to me, and he was saying, you know, it all changes with how, you know, we go out there and we, you know, send Oak Park out as a message, you know, like what we bring, what we, you know, what we want to do, what we are going to do, and, you know, the dedication and stuff that we have, and
Got to be competitive.
definitely got to be competitive. And, you know,
And you're seeing it here. I mean,
and look at that handoff.
I'm telling you, the defensive
Staley-
line has come up huge.
Staley has tried to hand off the ball 3 or 4 plays now, and just doesn't seem to be working for him. You know,
I mean,
that,
like, really.
that Northman D line.
Yeah, that Northman D line is there as soon
They're
as
just
the
out
Staley
there
player touches the football, and
Yeah.
that's a great thing to see.
But you know, that's what you like to see. You like to see. You
And
know,
really, I mean, they've got some fast guys on the D line too. I mean, really, sometimes you expect to be some Bulldogs. They've got
yeah,
a couple big kids in there, but I mean, there's some fit, athletic
there are
players out there right now.
many.
That's what you want to see. You want to see athleticism on the
fit,
field.
athletic, agile. I mean, you could go on for days about what these players are. They're powerful. Little sidearm throw, but he will be tackled and will not get the first down. Take down right about the 31-yard line,
I think that was a gain of 5 right there.
30-yard line.
3rd and 5. Yeah, I mean, the game's really changing when you talk about the D-line, too, because watching the NFL Combine, obviously these players aren't, you know, weren't in the
Yeah, they're
NFL
not-
Combine, and those players on the
Right.
NFL line are the elite. But, I mean, they compared some pass rushers to some quarterbacks and
Yeah.
running backs, and, you know, the player Montez Sweat comes to mind.
Definitely.
He ran a
definitely.
40 that was like a 4.5 40, and that is just insane when you talk about a D lineman, 200 pounds
Yeah.
like that.
Staley quarterback, nice footwork. Stayed up after a couple hits and kind of bounced and made a couple of spins and eventually was taken down.
Yep.
But he did make the first down. So
Staley's got
He
plenty
stayed
of
first down.
athletes as well on this field.
they do. Every team here has a at least, I'd say at least a group of 5 that you know are
That really stand out.
very standout players.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, there's also, I'd say every team here has, you know, every player on the team I would love to say is outstanding, but you know, we don't get to see every player. And Staley quarterback is running it up the field. He will move and break a tackle. He
Yeah,
will be
oh.
taken down. Looked like a very high tackle, but no flag on the field yet.
Yeah, no flag on the play.
No flag on the play. I don't think he grabbed his face mask. I think it was kind of just like
It was more of a reach around the shoulder
Yeah,
pads.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I mean, those tackles look bad.
You know, that's
A lot of people confuse them with the horse collar,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you got to remember, horse collars, you grab onto the collar of
Yeah, I mean,
the player.
you know, that Staley quarterback is a little bit shorter, and that player definitely looked a lot taller than him. So,
Athletic, he's
No.
fast, he's shifty
Yeah.
back there.
I mean, I think you know what happened was he just tried, you know, that Staley quarterback tried to make a shift and shifted the wrong way and just kind of got clotheslined by the play.
Yeah, I mean, it's football. There's
So-
going to be plays
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
it's-
There's
it's
going to be some
football.
dirty plays mixed in there. It's part of the
You're
game.
gonna get cleated. You're gonna get, you know, you're gonna get blood on you. You get scrapes, turf burns.
Yeah, a lot of
Gosh.
tough kids out there.
Oh yeah. We go again. Staley motioning.
Running back motion outside.
He will run
Or
it right
fake
at
it
the
to
middle.
him. Run it up the middle.
Our Oak Park Northman defensive line was right there to make the stop.
Yeah, decent hole created there, but
great
still,
grab.
they're on
Great
that
grab.
as soon as, I mean, that plays
Yeah.
5 yards to gain, but I mean,
I mean, they saw him take a step into that gap and just pinched on him.
He didn't
And
trick.
that's what you love to see. You love to see, when we're lining up, and with 3D defensive linemen, you love to see that, that one single nose guard, that nose tackle. You love to see him penetrate the line and, create that wall so, they can't go up the middle anymore. They got to go to the outside. Well, guess what? The outsides are taking them down, and right there, example perfect.
I mean, that's like
We came right through the middle, and so
Park
quarterback was
D-line.
like, I'm not doing this, handed it off, and,
exactly.
It's
It's a good read too. Really, what the quarterback wants to do on plays like that is
I honestly think the Staley quarterback should have kept it. He
the-
should have kept it. He just gave
yeah,
his
the
he gave his
defensive
running
end.
back
Really,
right.
what you want to do is you want to look at that defensive end in his eyes, and as soon as you see him take that step in the line,
Yeah.
you take off and you hold on to that ball and you take off. But if you see
He's
him
gotta read that.
stay right there and stay, then that's usually when you want to hand that ball off. But in that case, I mean, the penetration by the D line.
You got to be able to read,
That's it,
where
yeah.
the defense is and where the next,
Yeah, you have to
where
be able
that
to-
player that is going to end up coming for you, where he's going to be.
Yeah.
Confusion on the Staley sideline.
Yeah, nothing about Staley. I mean, they've got a lot of players out there, so it's going
It
to be
looks like-
confusing trying to get the right players
I
out
was
there.
gonna
But
say, it also
Oak Park
kinda
too.
seems
They
like-
haven't. Oak Park hasn't had a lot of confusion about who's supposed to be out there.
I mean, everyone.
Staley. I mean, a lot less than Staley, that's for sure.
Look at that! Another
It's-
great defensive play. by the
Same time,
defensive
same play as
line.
last time.
And it is just amazing to see that defensive line.
I think
make
that will
great
conclude.
play.
That will conclude the game too. Now that right there, I think, is the most positive showing by the Northmen. That Staley team is a strong team, state champions.
State
They came up
champion.
huge right there.
Definitely. But, here at the Jamboree, it's all about getting ready for the season, and so. Like I was saying, at the Jamboree, it's about coming together, and at the end of the Jamboree, this is a school district. These are students. These are players. This is a family. The Oak Park saying for the family. That goes a lot further than what people think, and so.
Split Fritz short parts.
One more.
So we'll conclude our Jamboree, 2019 Jamboree. Really positive showings from all teams today. Really, I mean, I think some really standouts was Northman D-line, that penetration in that
D-line.
last. Northman running game, Najib Akib had a really good game.
Phil had a
And
really
like,
good game.
I mean, it's something I really didn't, know about him. But Ardres Hughes as well. I mean, he's someone who, as soon as he would get that ball and
He's not let go.
he keep his legs churning,
Yeah.
and he was really good showing right there.
Yep.
Now that we got some time, I'm going to thank our sponsors, Squid Prints. Feeling creative? Let Squid Prints get ink on you. For quality designs and screen printing, drive into our local location at 7807 North Oak Traffic Way. Thank you, Squid Prints, for sponsoring Into Sports.
All right, well, looks like Jamboree's over. People going home.
Yeah, you can
All the
tell.
schools partying with their sidelines, and
Yeah, that
No.
Northtown side
time
really
for,
getting in
time
with their
for
fan
Oak Park to
section.
go party up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Get ready for the season, and
No, it's time.
see you guys.
It's time to party. Time to get going.
Definitely, it's been a good one.
Yep. We appreciate you tuning in. Until next time.